There are loads of great VR demos out there, designed to convince us to buy into the technology. The HTC Vive whale demo from last week, for example, really was something. But surely it's going to be gaming that drives virtual reality. And with that, well, there's not that much doing at the moment, to be honest. Well, just after I did this at Bossa Studios, they held a game jam to work up some new VR ideas. Take a load of developers, fill them with pizza, and out comes game. At least that's the theory. Sounds crazy, but Bossa's last two games were invented like this. And so Stephen Beckett went to taste the jam and the pizza. Ugh.
These guys and girls are about to become world experts in VR games. That's because they'll soon be some of the only people that have actually made one. Down in the basement of London's Somerset House, 10 teams have only 36 hours to figure out just how you make a game on one of these. Come next year, there'll be a whole host of headsets like this in shops. But what will you be playing on them? If anyone knows, it's this lot.
So our idea is
essentially a conveyor belt.
Our idea is sort of vague at the moment. It's Save My Idiot Babies.
Our idea is we've got these little penguins and you're going to have to try and feed the penguins.
In VR is all new. You have to start with a completely fresh mind, throw away everything you think you know, and approach it with a very kind of childish approach to which you just let go and you experiment.
Right now we're in one of the testing rooms of the event. This is where the developers can come and check their creations actually work in VR. As you can see, it needs quite a lot of space, but all the better because you can do things like crawling around on the floor, like on this game. As the jam draws to a close, 36 hours of coding has understandably taken its toll, but 10 new VR games have been born. Let's don the headset and try them out. Okay, I'm in a room with a bear. Give the soap to the bear, give the soap to the bear. Where's the soap? Lovely. I'm washing a bear. Okay, I'm on top of a car. I'm going to leap to this car. I've got 6 seconds. The pancake's on the floor. You know, it really feels like I'm in a little tunnel. You know, in other games, oh, that's a wall. I'm surrounded by penguins! Well, okay, washing bears aside though, from playing lots of these games, you start to see that they're all trying to solve many of the same problems. What's interesting about these different games is that they've all found different ways to sort of hem you into the 5 by 5 foot space. This game has got a fence going around it. The penguin one had a kind of more natural thing that had the sea. I don't want to jump in the sea, and I certainly don't want to jump over this spiky fence either. For me though, this was the most interesting game of the bunch. So this is a game called the Hatton Heist. What I really like about this game is that it uses the whole space of the room.
It's fairly simple in terms of gameplay logic, but what really works is the fact that because you're crawling around on a physical floor, you're permanently grounded. It feels like you're actually crawling through a vent.
These are the first steps towards making VR games that are as rich and varied as our games are now. But what will be VR's killer app? Well, whatever it is, finding out is certainly going to be amusing for the people watching.
So, we've been talking a lot about VR, in case you hadn't noticed, but that's because there's a lot about VR